one more time, thank you for being here with us to In the Last Remaining Light, episode 59. I am your storyteller, Nathan, and you can hear my voice in its glorious music in stereo, I hope. I, as always, am joined by Sai playing Mary, Katie playing Iris, and Jillian playing Tyr. Tyr is in a trunk. It's her home now.
For the night.
She has been bequeathed it as her new domain by the Prince of Seattle.
Congrats.
Oh
You have a
God.
domain.
The Masquerade is her responsibility, and she takes it very seriously.
I do. I would never break the Masquerade ever. Especially not in this trunk.
Indeed. What happens outside of the trunk is someone else's business. Outside of the trunk, Iris and Michael sit in the garage of the prince's home. A cookie cutter, perfect American house in Mukilteo, Washington. 2 stories of faux craftsman glory.
It's beautiful.
A perfect, crisp green lawn out front, and a perfect 1950s June Cleaver-esque bride of a prince is opening the door and ushering Iris and Michael into the house. And Tyr is left alone in the trunk with her thoughts. And a thought creeps in. See, you know now you're better off without her. Or more to the point, she's better off without you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you what I should have known 100 years ago. I never had to turn her. Hey, you don't have to drag Iris down with you.
So what would you do if you were me? Right now.
I go right in back into the shadow where I belong. Back to the hospital. You know where.
Yeah. Can I tell you something?
Go for it.
You said this earlier, and I wanted to address it. I am not your horse to be ridden into hell. I am your coffin. I am the place where you are going to rot. I am the place where all memories of you are going to die. Eventually, I will forget you. No matter how hard you scratch at these walls, eventually you're going to be nothing. And whether if that's I die or I live and push you away, you can either die gracefully and peacefully, or you can die screaming and scratching. That is your choice.
You're gonna regret that. You're gonna regret not taking my hand. Iris is gonna regret you not taking my hand. You know the blackness in your veins that everyone will see at Elysium. Everyone will see it.
Then let them. Let them fucking see.
And you are alone in the trunk. Billy lived right in your throat until just now. But he's not there right now. You feel the tension go out of your fingernails. And the darkness in the corners of this trunk, it's just normal darkness. The kind that nature intended. You
I
can
think
spread your
we-
hand out over the felt and feel the edges.
I think Tyr relaxes. For the first time, I don't think she's realized just her whole body has just been like trying to hold itself together for nights on nights. And I think she just fully leans into it. Being alone, even for a moment. And I think relishes in that.
Tear that by the time the daylight comes, you are already in oblivion. Some kind of gift that the tiny drops of La Sombra blood give to you. Iris. Tyr is never addressed. The prince steps out of the vehicle inside this perfect.
Oh no, I think you're gone again.
That's so strange. Well, guys, I beat Billy and it's all solved.
That's all that matters. Billy's gone.
Yeah, Billy is gone forever, guys. Aren't we all very excited?
Ugh.
I think it's fine. You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great, sweetie.
Thanks.
You have fun chilling with the prince, and I'll enjoy solitude.
And Billy strangles Tyr to death in the trunk.
Mm. Oh well.
She doesn't need to breathe, but she still dies.
Oh.
So Iris,
Yes.
you are there in the car with Michael and the prince. She steps out and moves around the vehicle to open the door for you in this perfect garage.
Aw.
You can see up to the left there is a workbench with tools along the wall arranged perfectly according to size. A engine stand is propped up in the corner. Absolutely pristine. It has never been used and has not seen a speck of oil, but this garage is ready.
This reminds me of my house. Looks unused.
She opens the door for you, and Michael gets out on the opposite side. Grudgingly.
I will graciously accept my door being opened. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I have a guest room prepared for you.
Wonderful. Will Michael and I be sharing, or does he have his own space?
He will be sleeping alone.
Wonderful. I was hoping that I could have a word with you before we go to bed for the day. Without Michael, of course.
Certainly. I take my meals just before dawn, regularly. You may join me.
Wonderful. I've heard all about how you do that. Princess Ashley, he showed me in his house one of the few times that we spent time together.
Let's not talk about Ashley. Please step into the living room. This
Of
way.
course.
I don't know what you're wearing on your feet, but whatever it is, it contacts with this thick, luxurious, and quite retro carpet. The kind of thing that takes absolutely every kind of stain and keeps it forever because it's so thick and fluffy and perfectly white.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some stains. I was in the water in these heels. Like, it's not good.
Entering the room, it's full of sleek angles. Outside, it looks perfectly up to date and in line with the houses next to it. Inside, it is 1962. The furniture is modern, angular, or square. The lamps are architectural wonders from a more hopeful generation. The kind that really discovered flight for the first time. And standing in unlit corners, but everything's really lit. About the room are young men and women wearing masks. They stand with their hands in front of them silently. And you make it about 3 to 4 feet into the room before one of them disappears into a closet, fetches a carpet shampooer, doesn't plug it in, doesn't turn it on, but stands in the corner, waiting. I like to have a drink out in the garden with my azaleas. I'm going to show Michael upstairs. I'll be right back down.
Of course.
Make yourself comfortable. Have a drink if you like.
Okay. Thank you.
She disappears up the family
She
steps.
should have been the one to take us out of the containers.
Yeah,
Honestly.
this would have gone so much better.
Wow. The support, the love.
You know, I was offered a drink. I'm going to take one.
There is a 5'3" short man who did pull out that shampoo cleaner, and he is very adjacent to you.
Seems like a good choice. Let him have some fun before he does some work. And I will just do one dot to go down to 2.
As soon as you approach him, he removes his jacket, pulls a white starched sleeve back, and offers it to you without looking.
I'll take it. Take a drink.
He's relaxed when you bite into him, which is strange. There's normally a nervous reaction from kind when you bite into them. Not this one, though. He's docile. Like this day has repeated for him 1,000 times. And this is day 1001. And you are alone. There's a couch, a CRTV, the old cathode ray tube, glares up at you.
I'd actually like to ask one of them, is there something I could change into? Like this, I don't feel like this is appropriate. So I'm wearing this torn up men's shirt with my ripped up dress under it from the many fights.
Yes, ma'am. She has not assigned a room to you. The changing room is available, though. And he shows you into the master bathroom on the ground floor.
Mm.
It's been kind of oddly repurposed. There is no longer a toilet, but there is an absolutely massive shower. And adjacent to it is a closet.
We're going to that closet. Like the shower, but gotta have my chat. Don't have time for that.
You open the door into the closet. There are a long, perfect row of identical yellow sundresses.
Yes. I love it. I will happily take one.
There are 3 aprons that are perfectly tailored to go on top of those sundresses.
Pass on the apron, just the sundress.
Moments later, you hear footsteps coming down. Have you changed?
Mm-hmm. Yes. This is much better.
Still tousled hair. Not showered, not perfect, but
Straighten
you're in
it
a
out
clean
as
dress.
much as I can.
And there were required sundries as well. The prince knocks on the door.
Go open it. They said that I could wear one of these. Thank you.
Oh, lovely. I expected to go have something prepared for you for
Well,
tomorrow night.
Maybe for tomorrow. I felt awful just still being in that all night long.
Oh, the salt water. It destroys everything.
It was horrific.
Well, I'm glad. I will have those burned.
Oh, please do. We can probably burn the bag too. I have a few things in there that we need to get out first, but when we talk.
Leave the bag in the room. Burn the rest.
I'm actually going to bring it with, if that's okay. There's a few things I wanted to give to you.
To me,
Yes.
the young man who you just fed from abandons his carpet shampooer, retrieves the bag from the garage, and hands it to you.
Thank you. Shall we go to your garden?
Yes, please. This way. She walks through the kitchen. A large but typical American kitchen. Rolling back a sliding glass patio door out into a high stone-walled garden. Vines creep up over the sides of that wall in perfectly straight lines. It's the damnedest thing. And in perfect neat rows like soldiers are rose bushes. And as if no guests are really ever expected, in the very center of it all is a wrought iron table with 2 seats. She gestures towards it, and a young lady in a mask steps out to stand beside her. Have a seat.
I will sit at this table.
How has your evening been? I feel droll asking you that, but I fear I must.
Much more exciting than I wish.
You've been out on the water.
I've been a lot of places. In the water, in the sky. Sleep for quite more than I'd prefer as well.
Anytime a kindred ventures out into the sky or the water, she's doing something that she did not intend, and things are not going according to plan.
I have to agree. Much of this week, I think, has not gone according to plan. But I've been planning for us to talk for quite a while. I know you didn't want me to mention him. I won't say his name, but we were supposed to be introduced earlier this week. And I met him, gosh, week feels so long, you know? And
A lot has happened.
a lot has happened.
Many opportunities have come and gone, child.
Yes. I was listening in the car. I appreciate you giving me a chance to relax. I'm so sorry for bursting out like that. I knew that it wasn't little Tommy at the wheel, but I didn't know it was you. If I'd known it was you, I would have just calmed down. I've heard a lot about you. But
Little Tommy serves his masters,
yes.
and he is fine.
I'm not concerned about him. I just know who he is, and since it wasn't him, yeah. But perfectly happy to be here.
That's very well, because he is deeply unconcerned about you, my dear.
Great. But as I was saying, I was listening in the car, and you mentioned that you were worried, scared about what was going to happen tomorrow.
There is to be a trial tomorrow. Have you not heard?
You know, we haven't been given as much information about what's actually happening tomorrow as we'd like.
Well, there has been much chaos in my domain. I am very sad to say. And Kindred have acted carelessly. They have not respected the Masquerade, and that is my fault. I have not impressed upon them the importance of it. And I have not given them accountability. Tomorrow night, I must do that. And I must show that I am capable of doing that.
Right.
Or the whole house of cards comes down.
I completely understand that. But does that come before or after this vote that they're trying to do? You said that it was over, but you know they're still going to try.
Dear, I would caution you to speak very carefully
Of course.
about what you might know or not know about a vote. And while you, as a young, cautious, and intelligent citizen of the Caparilla, would most certainly do, I can speak frankly because I am the goddamn prince
Of course.
of Seattle. And you may benefit from my frankness. Anyone who thinks to board the Crimson Finale and take my domain has either been dealt with or will be dealt with shortly. There will be no votes cast against me. There will be none left to raise their hand. They are victims of their own folly. So, all Primogen are allowed to speak prior to proceedings, and all of them may call the vote. I think it unlikely at this point.
I'd love to agree with you. So I personally am on your side. That's why I'm happy to be here.
Iris.
I am on her side. This is not a lie.
Okay.
I am full
okay.
on her side now.
Perfectly. I'm here for it. Roll your Sai, would you
humanity plus persuasion.
Humanity and persuasion.
Humanity rounded down, right?
Right.
So divide by 3. You probably have 2 dice from your humanity.
Yeah. So humanity plus what? Persuasion?
Plus your persuasion. You get no bonus points for being pretty.
Humanity
So
is probably it's 2 dice. It's divided by 3.
Yep, I got it.
So 2 dice. You can do it. I believe in you.
It's fine. I will tell her what I know, whether she wants to hear it or not.
I'm about to have me a conversation.
She's gonna listen to me. I got 6 with a messy crit. I'm gonna need her to
Holy
calm
shit.
down.
In it to win.
I'm gonna need her to listen.
Somebody's the new princess.
Hell yeah, bitch.
I'm getting a tiara for next week, okay?
You have been through a lot. I can see that. And it's over now. Tell me what you know, and I will take care of everything.
Of course. I'm gonna pull my bag out, for one. Have that ready. It's my concern about this vote. Why I'm worried. Catherine might not be able to vote, but the Justicars, when we talk to them, plan on making sure there is a primogen available for every single group. Jessica is going to convince whatever of the Toreadors, if I don't take over somehow, which would be silly, but possible, would convince whichever one of them to follow her. When we spoke with the Bruja, they follow Bianca, who says that she's going to go with Jessica. I know she's technically been working for you, but she's also been working with the Second Inquisition. So I don't think you can trust her vote, for one. Yeah.
With the kind that hunt us.
Yes. I did give Walter one of
Bianca Underwood.
The Ministry, yep. They have been working with them.
The Ministry in their entirety.
I just know that they are involved with them, for sure. I haven't talked with every single Ministry member, but I do know that they are the reason that Ursula is being hunted down. And is probably not making it through the night. Certainly not through the day.
If Ursula is not present, then Bianca will be dealt with. And I may require your testimony.
Of course. And my other concern with that, if she is working with them, and she knows where Elysium is being held, they might show up. They probably will show up, considering what they did tonight.
I am loath to cancel my dinner date for Kine.
Don't necessarily have to cancel. Maybe just if we can find somewhere else to move it. But if they have dealt with Ursula, I don't know if we'd all be able to handle them on our own. They're a little fire crazy. Tend to blow things up on a whim.
I understand your concern. I will ask my Daylight associates to look into it, and if they do not have an answer before tomorrow night, then Elysium's location will be moved.
Great.
Although it occurs to me that our guest from New York will have to come away from the water.
They've been off the water before. Or they could stay. Keep their prisoners.
Would that I could. You said it yourself. They intend to ensure that the proper number of Primogen are present.
Sounded like they expect there to be a bloodbath.
They expect Camarilla law to be upheld. And that can be a bloodbath.
Yes. With that issue, I was trying to tell you, I did give Walter one of these flash drives to try to deal with the Inquisition. I don't think we'd be able to handle whoever's left during the day. And if Ursula's out, I don't know who would go out and do anything at this point, but this should have the name of every agent on there. And I'll hand her a flash drive.
She places her perfectly manicured fingernails over yours and on top of it. This has taken a long journey to get here.
Yes, it has. I thought that Walter and Ursula would have given it to you sooner. I gave it to them nights ago.
Everyone wants credit of some sort for upholding the Masquerade. No one gives anything away for free. Except for you, apparently. I won't forget it. I'll see that this gets into the right hands.
Thank you. While not as impressive, I do have a few phones that belong to other kindred that I've been collecting.
Give me the names.
Well, the Justicar's already dealt with Rachel at the tower last night. And Catherine's potentially a pile of dust. But I do have their group phone that you could happily have.
You have Walters too.
No, Walter's is blown up.
Oh, yeah, right.
Big boom. Would have given that away too, but you know. She knew he had one.
That's very disappointing to hear, but I suppose it changes nothing really about what's going to happen tomorrow evening.
Right. I don't want to ask much. I
Here
just...
it comes.
Of course. I would like to ask you if there is a way that we could do something for Tyr. I understand that she has caused some of the problems in your domain in this past few nights. But I would like to point out that she took care of some of those problems in your domain as well. And while she is reckless, I think we could, or you, through me, could control her and use her for your side.
She is known. They whisper her name on the streets. The cat's been out of the bag for several nights now. She slew Billy Walker, the previous immortal whose name was whispered on the streets. And now if I don't bring her to Elysium for all to see, and they will all see the black veins climbing up towards her eyes. They will all see it. What do you think is expected from me to do?
Originally, I heard the expectation was for her and Jesse to fight that out because they both committed the same crime. And then you place the same sentence on both. And I believe they did do what you said that they should. It just didn't happen at Elysium.
You perhaps misunderstand the sentence.
Perhaps.
It is death. The final death for both of them.
Mm.
Thank you for being so forthcoming.
Of course. I do want to argue for her side. I know I completely see where your side is, that you think she is the one that needs to be put to death tomorrow in front of them all. But you have so many others that can fall for this crime. For all of the crimes, say she just diablerized Jesse. Jesse's death was allowed. Put Billy's on Catherine. She was there.
Are you suggesting that I say something other than the truth to a Justicar of the Caparilla?
They've most likely done the same. Or you could have Tyr not be there.
Out of the question. Out of the question.
I am sure Sartori would love to save face and say that he took care of her instead of letting her go.
What needs to happen
Mm-hmm.
is for someone, like you said earlier, to speak on Tyr's behalf, to lay out her case. That's what this is about.
Mhm.
That's what it will come down to.
Let's hire
They
Lydia,
either-
guys.
Believe you or they don't.
So you're
They
saying
believe
I
that
can lie
Tyr is
to
a
them.
lost child who reacted as any lost child would in her situation. Or she's a monster that needs to be put down to save the Masquerade. And I'll let you do that. But I need some guarantees.
Like what?
You spoke about control.
Mm-hmm.
Control of Tyr. She drank from you.
Yep.
How many times?
Believe twice.
In the twilight, she drinks from you a third time.
Mm-hmm.
And you shall drink from me Now. Drink to your fill.
It's only 1 dot, but okay.
Drink to your fill. And she stands up. She is wearing the apron over top of her sundress now that she's out here in the garden. She drapes it over her forearm, leaving just the wrist exposed. And stands. She's tall. She's a good 6'3". And she holds out the wrist to you.
All right. I'll take my 1 dot and be done.
I'm so jealous.
You drink that 1 dot, and it is rich and full-bodied, and a cacophony of voices inside of your teeth.
That's special.
You have foil that's picking up radar from Russia right now. After drinking 1 dot, you can feel her left hand on the nape of your neck, holding you there. Roll your unspent willpower.
Got a lot of that.
Oh no.
I'm gonna need my new mom to calm down.
Tall mommy is aggressive.
Hey, I got the best I could with my 3, so 3.
You are home. This is the way it always should have been. You were always supposed to be embraced in a beautiful garden, in the place where you belong. Secret and away from prying eyes. No mobs, no bricks. And another dot of hunger is erased before that goes away. And you pull away from her. You may take
So-
yourself all the way down to 0.
That's fancy.
Wow.
Guys, I like my new mom.
I want to get on mommy's good side. You know, I regret my choices. She seems nice.
You now have a level 2 blood bond.
Fancy.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm best friends with the prince, and that's fine.
We don't have much time. Dawn comes soon. You should get some rest.
Just it's getting quite early.
You were just above Michael. I keep him on the ground floor.
I appreciate our talk.
I am so glad that you made it through this harrowing set of nights.
You as well. And if somehow I end up taking Catherine's place tomorrow, if there's a vote, you definitely have mine.
Oh, I count on it, dear. She stands and opens the sliding glass door for you.
I'll go upstairs to my room.
Um, the floors don't even creak over heavy carpet. Iris, you have a blood bond. You can feel Tear down there in the trunk. But you make it up to your room. It's strange. There is a set of bedrooms upstairs meant for a nuclear family. You pick one, and there is a room meant for a little boy. It's painted blue. Airplanes. Cute little chest of drawers. But no bed. You look around for a moment and spot the closet door. And you open it. It's a massive walk-in closet. With a perfect little twin boys' bed inside.
Suppose I'll sleep on this tiny little bed.
Clothes hang all around you. Little polos and shorts. Starched and pressed. That's the last thing you see before the darkness takes you. And we move through the day to Mary and Neo on Hat Island.
Okay.
We last left off with Neo completely unconscious and in the makeshift shelter. Mary and Neo had fled the sun on this tiny little island in the middle of the Puget Sound, burrowing out a little piece of a massive redwood tree trunk and sheltering the entrance with ferns. Mary awakens to a familiar voice and the piercing lance of the sun. Ramirez speaks to her through the ferns, and imperceptibly slowly, the line marches towards her of light.
Once Sue, I think Sue was the partner, is gone, I'm gonna talk out. Ramirez, is that you?
You are up early?
I didn't even know I could be up during the day. Before we go on, can you cover the top? The light's getting in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. He pulls off his jacket and just throws it over top of the stump.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's a little obvious, but there's gonna be a jacket.
I'll leave a fern there before I leave.
Okay. Anyway, I thought you were dying. I mean, well, now you know what happened. I couldn't get to you.
I got better.
See, there's like a whole lot of weird magical stuff in the world, and vampires are just one of them. I don't know like most of it. Like I don't even know everything about vampires yet.
I got better, and I had to find you.
Okay. How? Anyway,
I had to find
You-
you and bring you home.
where's home?
Home is
Are you all right?
home is in San Diego, and I'm not taking you to San Diego.
What is going on here? I can't make a roll like for anything because like I don't know occult. I don't know. Anyway,
Barry, I'm not even gonna make you roll. This is a mortal under the influence of blood. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. You've done it to mortals before, and you can feel it now.
you wait. So, were you able to get her? Why did you even attack? Anyway, whatever. It's done. Did you get her? The sheriff.
We burned her. She was burning. She broke. Oh God, I remember now. She tore out my rib cage.
Oh my gosh. This is
She
like
tore
this
it
is
out.
like reverse
I-
Adam and Eve.
I don't, and then I was the only one left.
Is she? You got her though.
And a woman with a sword told me to find. She told me to find everyone and bring them back. And you're the beginning. I have to get you. And where are the others? Tell me where they are. I will pull this jack. I will pull this fern off right now.
I don't know. The last time that I checked, they well,
You
they
are
were in the,
lying
they
to
were in the
me.
ocean. They were in the ocean.
You are lying to me. You hear his feet
Ooh.
shuffle towards the dirt and foliage. He's making towards that fern.
I think you should stop right there. Compel. How much am I roll? Oh, I don't have to roll, but if there's something that resists it.
Oh, in this case, you must roll.
Damn, they got everyone. Let's do it. I've got 4 successes. Damn, I should have just kept quiet. He seemed normal.
His feet shuffle and step, and you hear this thump as his hand comes down on the top of the stump. God damn it, you're all in my head. You are all in my head.
Ramirez,
I need the water.
I'm gonna. He's lucky because I still have that vial. I'm gonna pull out the vial from my. I wasn't gonna use it on him though, but he can get more. I'm gonna. Was that? Oh, was that church? Like, what is this one? Anyway, I'm gonna pull out the vial and like reach up and put it into the coat, like in one of the pockets. And then I will say, Ramirez, take your coat. Well, put a fern first and reach into the pocket. There's a vial there. You should drink it. If I need to mesmerize him, I'm gonna do it.
You can hear him wrestling with his own jacket. He pulls it off. The line of light returns. It's a little bit closer now. After a few moments of struggle and the sound of glass hitting the forest floor, you were in my head. Can you do that whenever?
Yeah.
Don't. Don't do that.
Okay. Well, not even to save your life or something. All right. Like, suit yourself.
The line of sunlight goes away.
You're gonna have
He
to like
throws
put
the
a
jacket
fern.
back over the top.
Okay. Just put a fucking fern so you can keep your coat. Um,
How am I going to get you out of here?
I can't go yet. I mean, it's daytime. It's like night. I don't know what's happening in Seattle. What? How is Seattle?
It's fucking chaos.
Even now? Like even the day?
Police have cordoned the whole fucking place off. There were riots. The hospitals are full. It was just too much to deal with.
At this point, I feel like there should be like a, I don't know what you call that, an emergency, state of emergency, whatever you
There
guys.
absolutely is a state of emergency, and the state
What
of
have we done
emergency
to
is
Seattle, you guys? Well, it's
that
not us.
no one goes into downtown. Trains aren't running. Nothing.
Are the other FBI like, I don't know.
Oh, most of them are fucking dead at Deception Pass.
Nobody's gonna come here like backups. Like
We cut off because we couldn't talk to them. The list was compromising everyone.
right. Wow. You guys are really fucked.
Harry, we have to get these guys.
The way I see it,
I can get you out of here. I can forge any kind of fucking paperwork you need. I'll sign it. But we have to end this. That
the
list
way I
cannot
see
get
it,
out.
we have to get the big guy. What? How's that going, by the way?
Nobody's talking to me from Seattle.
Because it just doesn't. If we just take out the Camarilla here, just this the same like thing is gonna come back, and in the interim, you're gonna get people who are like rogue vampires will just be like do whatever like from the outside. Camarilla, they kind of like, keep things somewhat civil.
I don't want things to be civil. I want look. I'll make whatever deal to get through this. I'm not proud. I want to go home to my kids.
Maybe you should have just taken a different profession or something like a chef.
I'll seriously consider it after this.
Good. I know someone who she can like get you started. All right, look. We need to get the big guy. Once that's done, the other things will line up, things will fall into place. Okay?
Who's the big guy?
S- Um, I'll check my phone. Are there any texts? Iris has not sent me a text, so I don't know that they're at the Prince's. Yeah, I just want to see the text. Other than Neo's texts.
There are no texts. We were talking to Ramirez. And the last texts from him are him dying at Deception Pass. Bianca is silent.
I'm gonna text Mike. You up? Question mark. you or maybe you alive.
You get a text back.
Oh my gosh. He's alive? What?
Hello. I am awake.
I see. But okay. So
Speak
glad you're
to me.
alive. So glad you're alive. Emoji. A smiling emoji.
You get the same text. Speak to me.
Ramirez. This is the big guy I'm talking about. Triangulate this number now. While we have him. I'll
Okay.
give the number.
All right. I got to go back down to the Coast Guard station with this.
Okay. How can I
what-
reach you?
is
Oh,
he-
well, I have my phone. I gave the number. Okay.
You want me to move on this location? I
Well,
have
don't-
one asset left. We still have
think
time
it'll
during the
kill-
day.
We do, but if this asset is it strong enough to destroy like an ancient vampire? Because if it's not, it might not be worth it. We'll just waste it. And yeah, you'll just find out that if you're gonna do this, it has to be sure that this guy's really old and really powerful.
We don't have any teams left. The asset I'm talking about at this point is a daisy cutter. It'll clean everything out
I don't know
within
though.
100 meters.
That's gonna kill a lot of people.
Depends on where it is.
I feel like it's somewhere with a lot of people, but well,
Other than that, your options are I and some Coast Guard kid go track this down right now.
you can't be anywhere near this this location. You're gonna get brainwashed.
I got a few hours of sunset left.
Fine. You know what? Let's do it. Let's blow it up.
Well, I appreciate your concern for my life and that Coast Guard kid's life.
All right. Good. I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. I'll see you later tonight, maybe.
I'll let you know what happens, but if you're awake at all, you'll feel it.
Just don't fuck this up. If this makes things worse, I would rather not do it. Because these ancients, they eat a lot.
I will get to the site of the crater, because that's what it'll be, and I will make sure that nothing there is still sucking blood. I will drag every last piece of flesh out into the sunlight.
Okay. Wow. I'm suddenly like, this is such a big choice, and I don't know if I'm making the right choice. But can I call a friend?
Like to phone a friend.
I think you're making a beautiful choice.
Explosion.
Fiery death.
I'm gonna go start triangulating this. I guess get some rest. Let me know.
Yes.
Let me know what the verdict is. We don't have much time till sunset, though.
Okay.
Just a couple of hours.
I will like text Iris and Tyr. Or yeah, I'll text them both.
He pulls his jacket off and replaces it with Fern. And you hear him.
Oh, thank gosh. Like, took him some time.
So what do you text Tyr and Iris? Iris wielding a phone in the prince's
I'm
house.
alive. That's it.
Okay.
How about you?
Samesies?
That's my text. I won't give my location. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's my text. I don't know. I know they're probably asleep, so. Okay. Ramirez, be safe. The what's out there, they're like mind controlling vampires. They're everywhere. I mean, including myself, but like, you know.
Fuck all of you.
Oh my gosh. Do you still have some of that water, by the way? Like, what do you know what it does? It works. It worked on vampires. I mean, without killing them.
Hurts like a goddamn motherfucker is what it does.
Oh, so it hurts you too. Okay. Do you know where we can get more of it?
It comes from home base in Virginia. I don't know how they make it.
All right. Well, I guess that was it. You took the last one.
I got some more in my hotel room.
All right. Well, stay alive so I can get it.
Yes, ma'am.
There's still police in Seattle, right?
They are all manning a goddamn barricade right now.
A barricade. Right. Like to block out the streets.
I told you there's a fucking riot in downtown Seattle.
Oh. Well, somebody should check up on this address. I'll give the address to the princess's room number, like the hotel, wait, the apartment. Um, there's some people locked up in there. They were locked up for food. You should get them out as soon as possible because they haven't probably eaten in a day or two.
Were they willing participants or were they
They were,
victims?
I think, they were victims.
I just want to know what I'm walking into and the level of urgency required here.
The level of urgency is they are probably about to die of dehydration. It's like we are clocking to day 2.
Okay, I get it. I have a really fucking important job that you just gave me, and Seattle's
I
fucking
know,
hellhole right
I
now.
know.
Okay,
Well,
all
you
right.
don't have to do it now. I mean, they probably like have a
Look,
day left.
I will tell the police they have their
Yes,
hands
that's
full,
that's what I was
and
hoping for.
maybe I'll double check on it if I'm still alive tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
You too.
Hopefully, well, I don't know what I'm gonna wake up into later tonight. Hope it's not awful. That's the best one can hope for these days.
I'll make sure there's a boat here. Not with like people to help you, but there will be at least one boat for you still.
All right. Thanks, Ramirez.
Thanks for the water. I'm glad you had it.
Yeah, because you gave it to me. You should give me more. All right, but we'll talk about it later. Oh, yeah, wait. Does it work when you inject it? Or does it have to be drunk?
Fuck if I know. I didn't believe it worked until a second ago.
Okay, good to know. Well, thanks. Stay alive, okay? And don't get brainwashed. Avoid eye contact.
Wait a minute. You're inside there the whole goddamn time. What
Yeah,
do you
I
mean?
know, but like I'm like a really good singer, like my voice is so hot, okay? Well, some of them can do it just by talking. So maybe you want to put some earplugs too, but then that will make you like a target. I don't know. Most of them will need eye contact, but like some of them, just the sound of the voice.
I think we're gonna handle this with high explosives. I think that's the solution to this problem. And that's what we're gonna do as soon as I leave here and triangulate this phone.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, Mary.
You too. Okay.
His footsteps crunch away into the forest. The daylight's not there anymore. And after just a few moments, it becomes a fight to stay awake. If you want to.
I'm not staying awake. I'm going to sleep. Well, yeah, I'll stay. I don't know if I want to stay awake because I want to feel something, right? But I think, okay, I'll stay awake. If I can. If I can't,
Roll your humanity, not your actual humanity, not divided by 3.
okay. Is it bad to stay awake? Will I like have grogginess for the rest of the night?
No. It's just difficult.
4 successes.
Competitive. I forgot you have good humanity. You are awake as A whole hour goes by.
I'm just staring at the ferns. Okay.
And they have a glow behind them. It's not pitch black at all. You can feel the sun.
That's pretty awful.
And it's moving, setting. It's at an oblique angle to you, but some of it catches the ferns. The line is gone. Nothing's going to touch you directly, but you can feel a lump in your throat. And you press your thin frame back as far as it will go into the hollowed out trunk of this redwood. In not moving and in that stillness, you're able to focus just on the space in front of you and stay awake in a kind of trance. The whole world goes from a dark yellowish green fading into orange. Orange all around. The last death of the sun. And that's when you feel it. Deep in your chest. A thump. Your whole stomach jumps up into your throat and back down again. Roll your unspent willpower.
Two successes.
The ground itself pushes up against you. You ride it. You ride the wave of the earth as it lifts up your little tree trunk and sets it back down again. There is a terrifying urge to flee, that this canopy will be taken away from you. But you hold on to it and remain in the darkness. Neo sleeps through all of it. Nothing bothers him. And that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break. Thank you for joining us and sticking with me through my audio issues. I promise to come back and also not have audio issues. Go get yourself a drink and join us on the other side of that thump. See you in 10 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a drink and you can hear the sound of my voice. I think the sun's set pretty much everywhere in America right now, except for the trunk of this car. In the dying light, in the orange, Tyr fights to be awake. Fights for anything. Really anything that moves in her general vicinity or enters the domain of the trunk is in for a scrap. Tyr, why don't you go ahead and roll me your humanity, straight up, without dividing it.
Do I put blood on this?
No, doesn't matter.
Okay. I'll use the blood anyways because it's the exact amount that I got. 3. I've got a 3.
Tear, your eyes pop open.
Oh, fuck.
And there is the tiniest shred of daylight still out there. You can feel it. It is the very last moment of twilight. The last thing barred to kindred.
So I woke up right before the sunset.
Right before.
If only I was smart enough to do anything. For my position in the trunk, is there any... Can I tell if this garage... Most garages don't have like little windows on the little door. You guys know the little door.
You can't see anything. It is pitch black. You can just feel it. You can just feel the last dying bit of sun out there trying to strangle the blood inside you. That's how you know. Other than that, your life is pitch blackness.
Okay. Is there any way that I could perchance either push the seat in front of me forward or like bend it forward if it's like manually capable? And then the second option would be going for the trunk itself. But path of least resistance first, I think.
Well, first things first. Go ahead and make me a rouse check.
Is my willpower all the way back up then? Am I
Tell you
back
what,
at
I'll go halvesies with you because you were in a trunk.
Thank you. Halvesies. Okay. And roll a rouse check. Good, good.
Being stuffed into a trunk is not the same thing as getting to sleep next to Iris.
It's not.
Sorry, I chose the bed over the trunk.
That's a little rude, and I'm working through it. I do not get hungrier.
Okay. You work your shoulders back up against the trunk's door and put your feet up against the back seat. And it's got some play to it. It's supposed to break down, but the clasp must be on the other side. Strength
I
athletics.
kick
We all knew this was coming.
I kick it.
Are we rousing the power of the blood?
Ugh. Are you giving me minuses to this?
To rousing the power of the blood? I mean, it's just a regular old rouse.
Kicking this seat.
Oh, absolutely. You ain't got one leg, Lieutenant Dan.
I don't need both of them for kicking. Then yes, I'm rousing the blood.
Go ahead and add your prowess.
We're still fine. Adding prowess. 2, 3, 4. Athletics. How many fucking prowess do I have? Being in the trunk has fully made me forget who I am as a person. 3. The trunk has changed me, guys. I hope that the seat can't chop off my fucking other leg. And, 6 successes.
No messy criticals to speak of.
Oh yeah, no, it's a messy crit.
There
That's why I
we
was
go.
hoping that it couldn't, rip my other leg off.
That's my girl.
I was just making sure if this car is just gonna rip me apart somehow.
Tyr, you lean back, heave with your feet, and it pushes for a second, but then you're like, oh, I don't have feet anymore. I only have foot.
Only got foot.
You look at your stump just kind of waving into the darkness.
Just bobbing.
And then you kind of turn on your side and position yourself kind of side kicking up with the one good remaining foot. Put your hands up on the trunk and kick with all your might. And that sucker comes loose at the top and the bottom. This back seat is now in the front seat.
Mm.
And the wrench of metal is audible.
Good. Come fight me in the garage. I'm guessing by my immediately not, dying, that this is just a dark garage.
The light pours in. It is just a gray ambient light coming off the concrete. You can see the door leading into the house where you heard Michael and the two ladies leave earlier. The other exit would be the garage door.
What the fuck am I gonna do? Damn it. Tyr's like, well, I did that. Does that make me feel better? A little bit. I think Tyr, now that it is past bedtime, if it is safe, she's going to make her way into the back seat.
You crawl out into it. Make a wits awareness for me.
I would love to. And then she died doing wits awareness. One.
Kind of crawl out, scraping through the leather of the seats, pushing the ruins of the shoulders of the back seat out of the way. And it's not hard to hear. There's a lawnmower going.
Lawnmower.
You can hear it roaring away somewhere out behind the house.
This place has an HOA. They have to keep it a certain length on the grass or she's going to get in trouble. And that she is like president of the HOA also. Huh. First problem to deal with in this immaculate garage, which I would love to rip to pieces, but I'm working on myself. Is there anything that could be used as a crutch or a leg? Does she have just a row of prosthetics on the wall? It's just checking in.
There is a whole woodworking station, and stacked neatly next to it is a whole bin of perfectly square 5 foot long 2x4s.
Ooh. Well, that's nifty.
They are 4 wide and 16 tall.
Oh, golly, nobody told me that I wasn't allowed to get out of the car. I'm going to go out and check out the crutch situation. And I'm going to break it in half and make it a sweet set of crutches. Probably just one, but you know, if I need both for speed.
You pull one out and snap it just at the shoulder. And you're able to lean on it. Your athletics rolls, for speed at least, are only impaired by 1.
Wow. Speed, Nathan. I would never try to run away from this place. I would never. Is the door open to the house? Is it unlocked?
You try the handle, I assume.
You know, as a DM, I say that all the time, and truly, as a player, it is the scariest statement. So you're going to touch the doorknob. Yes, I'm going to touch the doorknob.
You've made a truly raucous cacophony in this garage.
Yeah.
You snapped a board, destroyed the backseat of a car, and cool customer that you are, comfortable with destruction. You walk to the door like you own the place and pull the handle and feel that it's locked.
Oh no.
With your hand
no.
on top of it, you feel someone on the other side. You feel the lock engaging. It vibrates up into your thumb. And then nothing.
Hello?
There's no answer.
They put on the second lock. It's just a deadbolt now. Yeah. Put a chair against it. I don't know what the weird sensation was, but I'll try just one more time real quick. Maybe they unlocked it. I don't know.
You rotate the handle, and the door comes free into the hallway of the house, dimly lit and lined with mortals wearing masks.
Hey there.
They all turn and look at you.
You know, I should have expected something like this. Any of you available for a minute? Like all of you? Are all of you available for a minute?
There are 6 of them. 5 of them turn their backs on you, looking away down into the hallway. The 6th one, a tall man with mousy brown hair, removes his jacket, cranes his neck, and looks at you. I am available.
Huh. Yeah. The consent bothers me. Not to be weird about it, but the consent bothers me. Is there something I could roll to see if I think there's something like sketchier about this than just mind-controlled people? Not like I have insight or anything, but like
Yeah, I mean, insight awareness or insight wits is what I would say you need to roll.
it's a couple dice.
Um,
So I squint at this guy.
I mean, you could also roll occult, but I think
Ew.
you're probably better off with insight.
Yeah, no, we're definitely better off with insight, 100%. That would be 2 successes. This crutch is just bringing the energy back.
This is strange. You've seen mortals do what they're told.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen them be friendly to kindred. What you haven't seen is this kind of group obedience. Group obedience away from their master. It's uncanny. And there is not the feeling of choices going on here.
Okay. I guess if you are available, I really don't have a lot of choice.
Well, at least take one from multiple, so they.
Oh no, those other guys are fucked. I'm not done here.
They can't just turn their backs.
You first off, turning your back does not make you unavailable. Yeah, I'll drink from this guy. I'm gonna try not to just murder him outright. I'm gonna take 3 right off the bat.
He's down to his knees.
Oh, come on.
He's down to his knees almost immediately. He was holding his jacket up around his shoulder, kind of bunched up. Roll me composure and dexterity. No. Composure and brawl. How about that? I'll give you a brawl.
Is this guy about to throw hands? Who does he think he is? What's happening? At least I have 1 hunger.
Well, okay. I should just explain what this contest is about.
Yeah, but tell me what's happening. Is he fighting me?
You drive him down to his knees, slaking your thirst. How careful are you on this perfect white carpet? An inch and a half thick and pristine. He holds his jacket up around his shoulder and his neck to catch even the possibility of Vitae spilling out.
Oh my gosh.
I see.
He was prepared, but not for you.
Nobody's prepared for me, baby.
Not for the.
You're
the
gonna have to do
gravity.
like a club soda and peroxide quest to like get the blood off the carpet.
There's a carpet cleaner. It's fine.
Yeah, there's a dude whose sole job, there's a short king whose job it is to fix the floor. But if I'm trying really hard, but what the amount of messy crits in these stupid situations.
The thing is, like, do you care about this? But all right.
I don't give 2 shits. But but why would I don't it's a million. 4 7 with a messy crit. The floor is immaculate, but I'll kill this guy if I got it.
You
Such a
take.
dumb thing to roll well on.
He struggles to hold that shirt, the coat to his chest, and you have your arm clasped around his, just out of reflex. You're not used to perfectly willing victims, anyways. Drug dealers in alleys usually put up a little bit of a fight.
Yeah.
So you're controlling him. And you can feel the strength start to leave him. And you let go. But you hold his arm in place, jacket and all.
That's sweet of me.
And it catches the blood coming down from the wound. And nothing reaches the carpet. But he slumps over onto the wall.
Yeah.
And it goes right up the sheetrock, up the side of his face as he slides down.
Well, that seems like his fucking fault. You guys see that? Talking to the group who has their back to me. Somebody want to come take a look at this?
No one turns. No one looks.
That's fine. I'm gonna approach the group, and I'm gonna get my leg back if it kills them. I am going to heal all this fucking damage. It's like just one of those hallway fight scenes, except it's just casually grabbing people if they don't put up a fight. But I'm going for another one.
Okay, Tyr.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me your unspent willpower.
And I only went up by half of it so far.
Correct.
That's fine. Two.
No one screams but you. They all wait their turn, facing away from you.
That is sweet of them.
The hallway is covered in blood. As each of them falls and leaks out onto the carpet. One at a time. You may heal all of your damage.
Oh. Could I have the leg back, Nathan? Could I-
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
But Nathan. That's fine. But I'll heal all my damage. Can I still hear that lawnmower after the ringing in my ears stops?
Oh, absolutely. You can hear the lawnmower. It's been going the whole time.
Who's fucking mowing? Would you say I'm at 0 hunger?
Did you take anyone's life?
I will fully leave this to you. If I need to heal fully, I will. But if I can get away without doing it, then yes, I'd be fine without. But I will.
You do not.
Okay. Then I'm content. I'm going to step over some people in this hallway.
There is even extra blood. Plenty for the carpet to drink up.
Oh, perfect. Trying to get the crutch over them. Perfect. Ah, it's bad in the carpet. I will progress. And like, if I open doors, it's going to be slightly just to make sure I'm not walking into like just a window, just like she has a casual window in front of a door. Like, I don't know her.
You step out of the hallway and into the main living room. It is, as described earlier, perfect white carpet, at least here now in the living room, depending on what you're tracking in.
Just a rectangular little footprint from the crutch.
The furniture is perfect 1962. Square couches, lime green cushions, white walls. And you can see to your left is the kitchen. Through a server into the vintage oven, and a glass sliding door separates you from the backyard, the back garden. To the right is the front door. And in the middle of all of this is the stairs. Through the glass, you can see the prince
Oh,
mowing away in her apron and sundress.
up early. She kicked my ass last time. Still don't have a leg. And I can feel Iris upstairs.
Yes.
You know, I was kind of a dick to you last night, but I think you're very right, Billy. I don't think I'm good for her.
You were certainly no good for those lads in that hallway.
I don't like when they just stand there. It's weird.
It is weird.
So there's
I'd
a
have
prince
done the
and-
same thing.
Well, we're both shitty people, so that makes sense. Tyr's going to go to the front window and just check the front yard to see what's going on there. Because she knows the prince is in the back. What's going on in the front yard?
It is a stark difference. No. It's a culture shock. Looking back from the ruined hallway to the front yard, across the street, there's a big brother and a little brother playing basketball in a hoop. Cars driving by, mothers and fathers getting home from work. It's positively fucking Rockwellian out there.
It's like what you see on like those little plates. Huh. I'll look back over at the prince. Is she just fully ignoring me? Like, Tyr does not believe she is fully unseen, but like, is she just ignoring me?
She's mowing.
That's so fucking weird. And there's cars driving by. But I'm a scary son of a bitch. Iris is so much better at this shit. I didn't expect Tyr to be on this adventure. I didn't expect to be on this adventure. Yeah. Lady who kicked my ass is in the backyard. I'll go get her mail. I'll go to the front yard.
You leave through the front door. You're immediately aware of the blood on your sweatpants and the 2x4 guiding you onto the pavement, and the stump that does not bleed.
Oh, yeah. I blush of life. I don't do that.
The 6-year-old who was awkwardly dribbling a basketball, oddly timed, stops, and the ball rolls out into the street as he and his brother just look at you. There's paper in the drive, Seattle Times.
I see any of those Justicar cars or any of those, Camarilla police cars.
There's cars around. You see a black Suburban up the way.
This is a pain in the ass. Can't talk to you. You're just going to take me to that fucking hospital, and I got shit to do, Billy, is the thing.
Well, are you going to save her?
I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do that, and honestly failing spectacularly. I want her to be safe, and if you asked me a week ago, I would have been very content dying, and I'm finding a lot more issues with just going to Elysium and dying.
You still think you get to have her, don't you?
Really not supportive. I really would love some support right now, but that's fine.
Where would you like to go? I'll think about it. I care about Iris.
Do you?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. I didn't know if because I started caring about Jessie a lot, but I think it was just the respect. She was gonna fucking kill me, and
She has that magnetism about her.
She's amazing. Iris is amazing.
Yeah.
I think we got a little too lucky, and then all came crashing down, that type of thing. Can you... Walter brought this up. You seem like a shitty person. So one shitty person to another shitty person. Do you know who the Sabat are?
Oh, do I ever?
Oh, he's so excited. Just reading the newspaper, just casually. Uh-huh.
I had some great mates in that club. It kind of religious sorts. Lost their minds a little bit, and they took off heading east.
Well, that doesn't help me much.
The ones that were still around, I had to deal with them as part of the deal to become part of the Camarilla.
Huh.
Prove my loyalty,
Well, I dealt with you, so maybe they'll think it's a nice little gift. I need allies. I need something because I am alone, and no offense, but I am very alone. And I want to help her.
I said, I took care of them, and I did. I took care of a lot of them. It's one of them up the road. One left. No one talks to him. He keeps to himself. You don't want this ally. You don't want it. He's not your kind.
The fuck's my kind? And she kind of points around. Think I'm fitting in here real spiffy like? Think this is working?
As far away as you are from that slack-jawed kindergartner over there is about as far away as he is from you. I suppose you got something in common. Neither of you are walking around on two legs.
Where is he?
Fuck, he's just gonna eat you.
I mean, but they're just gonna kill me at Elysium. You see kind of how all my lines sort of end in death anyways. How likely on a scale of 1 to 10 is he to eat me?
You gotta have something to give.
Those kids better run fucking fast.
The 8-year-old's tugging at the collar of the 6-year-old, kind of dragging him towards the house. But they're not moving very quick.
I almost feel like they could outrun me. But, 5 humanity seems like a little too much to be just snatching up children, in my humble opinion. I can bring a gift. Can
What's
you
that?
get me in one of those cars?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I suppose.
Isn't this fun, Billy? Aren't we having a good time now?
For a little while.
And then when she is safe and out of this hellhole, because hell, she could shake hands with the prince. She probably did. She's so fucking charming. I don't trust him. So she has to get out of here.
And what happens then? What happens when she's safe?
Once I know Iris is safe, maybe we pick up a get well card and we visit the hospital.
You're lying to me. You won't give up, will you?
I'm going to say you're pretty prominent in my mind space, though. I got to be honest. You might just be able to do it on your own at the end of this. The thing is, all of my roads end in death, and I would rather see Iris safe and this place burning.
All right. You want to be in that truck?
Yeah. I want that truck. I want to see your friend. And I guess the guy in the truck's coming with us.
All right, then. Hold on your umbrella, Mary Poppins.
Let me grab my 2x4 just a little tighter. Okay.
The world gets bright, but the space in between you and that black Suburban gets infinitely darker. a hyperbolic line between your feet and the back seat of that Chevy. And there you are. You're sitting on top of a sword. To your right is an array of stakes.
Oh, wow.
And in the front seat, a woman with a tight blonde ponytail turns and looks back at you in shock.
Hey, babe.
You got one round.
Whoo! One round. Billy, I was kind of like asking for like one of like the mortals driving by, but okay, I guess we're fucking around. We're finding out, boys. I still have prowess. Sorry, guys. If I only have one round, I really got to look at my shit. And I know that sword fucked up my shit constantly, but it only did superficial damage. But it's like a surprise round, so maybe it's just a little nicer.
I mean, you could also rip her face off with your hands.
I could. There's a lot of beautiful options now. Guys, violence has not been working, and now I'm nervous that I have to use violence. Now
I'm shocked you found your way home to violence in this session. I did not.
I was expecting to chill in the trunk, kind of like the wall, and now here I am.
And then you woke up.
The thing is, I need to bring a gift, so I can't kill her. I need her incapacitated. And look at all these incapacitation objects, and her sword is in the back with me. So she's at a disadvantage. She does not have her sword. I think I have to. Try to stake her. God, I have to beat them by so much to stake them. But she's not Sartore. I'm gonna rouse the blood. Rouse the blood, make me stronger. I need to be able to stake her this round. Still not hungry here. What are you shaking your head about, Sai? What would you do?
Nathan tried really hard to keep violence from happening again, and here we
I don't think Nathan knows who I am.
It's all fine.
You're gonna have to kill me.
You guys probably haven't seen this movie, but this is just the spitting image of like the Mel Gibson like payback movie from a long time ago.
This
Where
does
he like crawls
have...
out of the trunk and just murders a bunch of monsters. Oh, you've seen it.
Okay, so now I'm at 5 strength. And I add 3 to the damage from prowess. And of all the willpower in the world, would I be able to grapple and stake in the same round, or is it just one thing?
It is one thing.
Okay.
You can grapple and have a stake in your hand, but so it'd be a round of grappling and you might have more control over her, but it might be loud. She might be able to do something.
I feel like
dumb in the
if
intervening
you're
time.
gonna give blood to your new possible friend, like you wounds, you could just wound her and
Yeah, no,
Like-
I don't want to kill her. I want this guy to kill her. This is a full snack I'm going to provide to this man. I'm so antsy now. Yeah, I come around the back and I'm going to stake her. There's, I think, nothing else I could do to get what I want in this situation.
So then it's melee strength.
Beautiful.
No way around that.
That's fine. 3, 4, 5. Melee. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It is good, but I'm going to use a willpower. It can't just be good, it has to be great. I have a 10 on the field. That's 2 more successes. Would you be willing to tell me what I got to beat, Nathan? A crumb.
So I'll tell you that in general, staking
Is very hard.
is at a -2 penalty and must inflict 5 points of damage.
I just have to beat her by 2.
So you have to beat her by 2, and you automatically inflict 5 points of damage, right? With prowess.
Yeah.
Wait, do you?
I inflict 3, so I have to beat her by 2.
You have to beat her by 7. Because
By
you
s-
lose you lose 2 just for
Oh.
attempting to hit the heart.
Well, that's
So
a terrible pain in the ass.
So think of it this way: she's going to roll, and she gets 2 free successes, and then you have to beat her by what, another 2, because you add 3 to the damage for prowess.
Yes.
So you need to beat her by 4 total.
Okay. She's gonna cause a fucking racket. Can't do anything in this house. Okay. There's a success on every dice and a crit, and I swear to God, I'm gonna beat this woman to death if she doesn't get staked. I'm gonna bring this man a mess of a person.
So how many total successes is it?
One moment. So with a crit, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
She turns around to look at you, and you see only confusion in her eyes. You've already got the stake in your hand. And the back seat is dark. Billy's sitting with you, just behind the passenger seat. And everything around him's dim. And the stake's inside her.
Holy fucking shit.
Her jaw's slack. She never even had a chance. She must have been looking at something else in the back seat.
Hello? Well, keep being good to your word, I'll be good to mine. Excuse me, ma'am. And I'm going to put her in the passenger seat. I'm going to take the driver's seat. Just tell me where to go. You and I are going on a little bit of a trip. Hope that's okay. And I'm going to start fucking driving.
Back towards the water it is.
God, I hate the water.
Tyr drives north. And that's where we're going to leave her.
Guys. Holy shit.
You have a sword now.
What is happening?
How the fuck did that work?
Don't know.
Still ready for the prince to just pop up and like clock me in the back of the head, but like feels good for now.
Iris,
Yeah.
Huh.
your eyes flutter open. And you can smell the freshly cut grass.
Oh, so nice.
And hear the lawnmower.
Well, guess I'll go downstairs.
Everything's good and fine.
Actually, I'll stop
Yeah.
by Michael's room first to see if he's awake, because I know he's below me.
And you knock on the door gently. And he opens it. He's not that tall, so he's kind of standing, I don't know, a little over chest height. He's dressed.
Does he look okay?
No,
No.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know about any of this.
It's okay. I talked to her. You should be fine. If we go to Elysium, there's a plan. It's not your fault.
Perfect. I'm just sorry. I'm still gonna have that plane. I know she's gonna make us go, but we should just get out of here. Once she dismisses us or whatever, fuck Seattle.
Okay. If it's done by then, yeah. We'll see what happens. I should probably go check on Tyr. Just been in the trunk the whole night.
She's got a landline. I'm gonna see if I can find out what happened to little Tommy.
It's a good idea. Make sure he's okay. Should just show up as him. Was little Tommy ever even with you?
He was there the whole time. We were at the hangar setting up the charter, and then we came to you.
Maybe it was her there the whole time then. I don't know.
No one's supposed to know about that other than people who are part of our clan. That's what Walter said.
Maybe little Tommy told her. I don't know, Michael.
Okay. I'm gonna make a call.
Yeah.
I'll be ready to go whenever she needs.
Mm-hmm. You let me know how that goes. I'm gonna go check on Tyr.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And run into all the bodies downstairs. Ugh.
Oh no.
Iris, you make it down into the kitchen from the stairway, and you can smell the vitae. This house is thick with it.
What the hell? Start looking around, trying to figure out what happened.
Immediately to your right is the door, and then the hallway to the hallway to the garage is full of masked victims.
Great. I'm gonna run in there and see if she's in there.
She got blood on the ceiling.
My God.
Uh,
Is there like a trail or anything that I could try to follow her from? Maybe to the front door. I don't know.
You walk past the bodies and into the garage, and the car's back seat is destroyed. You can see exactly where Tyr busted out of the thing. You move back into the hallway and make an investigation and wits roll.
Okay. Oh, they're all regular dice. My gosh. Oh, hold on. I need to do a rouse check for one.
Oh, yes, please.
I'm good. And do I get my willpower back?
Yes.
Cool. It's only one extra, but whatever.
but I'll take it.
I'll take my one. That is 2 successes.
I wasn't stealthy.
There's a lot of blood, though.
It's not hard to make out. You see in the garage one missing 2x4. And imprinted in blood on what was perfect white carpet is a square bloody imprint of that 2x4 used as a crutch going out the front door.
I'm gonna go see if she's out there. But
He's there.
she doesn't know what to do. Whole plan
You-
gone.
You walk out onto the lawn, and there's no one there. Except for 2 kids staring at you.
I'll go talk to them. I'll point at them. I'm perfectly fine. In my sundress.
Are you friends with Miss Wright?
Yeah, why?
Miss,
You okay?
Miss Wright's other friend is, I think she's hurt.
Oh, did you see where she went?
She was just all black, and then she was gone, and she I don't know. She was hurt real bad. She was bleeding.
She'll be okay.
I told my dad, but he told me to stop making up stories.
So I believe you. Don't worry. Hey. You don't have to tell anyone else. I'll find her. I'll make sure she's okay. I'll let Miss Wright know too.
Okay.
Don't need to worry about it anymore. It's getting kind of late.
Can we go inside?
Dude,
We have to watch.
You have to watch what? Miss Wright's house?
We have to watch everything.
Oh my god.
Oh. Well, where do you live?
We live here.
Your dad lives here too?
We all watch.
Oh
Oh.
my gosh. I can't
Oh.
believe.
She's
Well.
fucked up, y'all.
I mean, are you just gonna go in there and go to bed, or
We have to wash up first.
oh? Do you,
We have to stay clean.
what happens if you don't go home?
We always go home.
Hmm. Are you okay with that? Do you want to?
He walks away from you, picks up the basketball that's in the middle of the street. He and his brother start walking back into the house.
I use awe on them to try to bring them back over. No. We're having a conversation.
Okay.
I don't know if I want them to go back home.
Do we have sons now? That's beautiful for us.
Yeah.
When you turn on awe, you can see their shoulders tense up. And they turn around and look at you.
You didn't answer my question.
We can't go anywhere else.
Have you tried?
We're not allowed.
So you haven't tried.
We
I-
haven't tried running away.
Maybe just try for a little bit. See what happens. Just go a little further than you normally do and see what happens.
They look down the street. It's kind of a maze. It's not a grid. It's one of those neighborhoods that's all windy streets. It makes a 90-degree angle. We don't go past the bend.
I'll walk with you and we'll go a step past and see what happens. It'll be like a game.
Okay. The little one takes the big one's hand. The big one reaches out to you.
I'll grab his hand.
And the three of you walk down the street. The pavement is in sections with black lines in between. You get to the corner. People are out on their porches. watching. You're an odd sight, the three of you, in the road. And you get around the bend to a strip of black tar that separates one section from the next. And the two boys stop, looking down at it.
I'll step onto it and hold out my hand to the other one. Come on.
The little one turns away, but you kind of just pull the big one across.
Mm-hmm.
His foot hits the concrete, and he looks up at you. Eyes unclouded.
Oh, I'm gonna grab the other one and pull him on there.
What? We don't live. Where are Justin?
The other one's Justin. I'm pulling him onto the concrete. They're going.
He gets
home.
pulled, and the two of them collapse in a heap on the other side. What? I was in school at the old house. Who are you?
My name's Iris. Found you guys just hanging out in front of a house down there. You looked really confused. Where do you live?
We live in Everett. Where is this place?
You're in Mukilteo. You got pretty far north. So you live pretty close by, right?
I'm gonna use someone's phone. Justin, come on. Thanks, lady.
I'll give him a little bit of money for a cab or something to get home if need be.
Oh God.
Here.
Thanks.
Make sure you get home.
Okay.
Don't come back over here.
Yeah. Gosh. I'm bigger. Okay.
Oh no.
He leaves, flabbergasted. And there you are, standing in the street in your yellow sundress.
Yeah. Could I use Sense the Unseen to see if I've been followed by anybody? Or if there's anyone spooky around? Might
Go
not
for
like
it.
what I just did.
Go for it.
Okay. So that is Wits Resolve. No, Wits Aspects.
With suspects. Somebody else's role.
Grabbing the wrong dice. I'm so used to being hungry. Okay. So that's 6 with a regular crit.
Ooh.
You swing your eyes back towards the house, and they don't even skip. Black-haired Iris is looking at her blonde-haired, blue-eyed doppelganger in a bright yellow sundress, standing out on the lawn. There's not much of an expression on her face. Are you quite done rearranging the furniture?
I'll walk back. They were helping me look for Tyr. They said they saw her. And then we got to there, and now they're gone. Kind of got weird.
I thought you could control Tyr.
I could have if I'd been awake when whatever happened inside happened.
She didn't strike me as an early riser, and the scene inside would
I've-
indicate that she's typically not.
No. I've never seen her wake up early like that. I don't know where she would go.
Well, not far. Someone's going to be held responsible at Elysium. Go inside. Get dressed.
She's my friend, so of course I'm going to. Yeah. I'll find her later.
There isn't much time.
I'll hurry and get dressed and start looking then.
She shrugs, standing out of your way to let you go inside.
Go get dressed. Even shower.
Iris marches inside. That's where we're going to leave Iris. Mary, welcome to the land of the unliving. Go ahead and make me a rouse check.
Oh my gosh. I need to win this. One success. I'm okay. I have 4 hunger, so if I lose, I'm at 5.
Oh, God, there is an ache inside of you, though. Neo's looking at you.
We have to get out of here.
You need to eat.
Yeah, we need to eat. Are you hungry?
Neo had a man.
Like a whole, okay, whatever. Anyway, can I take some of your blood again?
Yes.
Okay, I'll bite down on it.
Be careful.
I'm just taking 1 dot. All right. We got to get out of here. We got to get out of Seattle. There's a boat. Well, someone said they'd leave us a boat here. We just need to get back to the yellow car and get out of here. Do you remember Jessica? The was Nate. Uh-oh. The voice is gone again. Oh wait.
Rip.
Okay, you're muted, Jill.
And we're back.
Oh, there we go. You figured it out.
Yes, I remember Jessica.
You have some kind of like connection to her. What does that do?
She can find Neo. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't feel her.
So it's like one way. Anyway, look, we can't stay here. Even if we do, we can't do much. Like if we let's get out of here and let's plan from there.
The two of you head downhill towards the water. Neo kind of grunts his approval along the way. There's the Coast Guard shack with a little light on it inside. And two boats parked at the marina.
I'm gonna go. I'll go over there.
Okay.
No text from Iris or Tier because they didn't text me. Like rude.
You
I
whip
texted
out
them.
your phone, and there are no messages except for from Ramirez.
Okay, let's read it.
It's done.
Are you? I. I'll
And
just
there's a
check.
picture.
Oh my gosh! Like he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take lots of pictures, so you know. He's gonna have like he has like he has this like a private FBI Instagram like of his kills or something.
The picture is of Pioneer Square in Seattle. You can see the wreckage. There is small bits of flame burning, and the ground is completely charred and broken. And in the foreground of the picture, there is a shriveled, blackened skull.
Oh my gosh, is this real? Whatever. I don't have whether he's dead or not. I gotta get out of Seattle. Well,
I
I'm
had
already
to
out
pull
of
this
Seattle.
out from underneath the rubble. It burned in the sunset.
I'm not gonna text back. I will just well, at least not while I'm like here in danger. Who else could that have been? I bet Sippy could still be alive, but you know, we tried what we did what we could.
It
Like
could be Bad Martin. He was under there.
could be.
Oh, rip Bad Martin.
Could be a lot
The
of
real
people.
villain.
How are actually I should text. I'll text. Fine, I'll text. I'll ask how are the riots?
Moved east up to Capitol Hill. Dying down.
Feel like
though.
that. Feel like he's alive. And this is just someone else. But whatever. I did what he could. All right, let's get out of here. I'm going to go to the boat. And yeah.
Um, Make a wits awareness roll. I'm tired of making people make these rolls, but I feel like I should give you the opportunity.
Okay. 2 successes.
It's fine. Ugh.
You're texting and kind of walking down to the pier, and you start to like undo the mooring on one of the boats, then throw the rope in. You hear the door shut behind you, and there's Neo. Got a little dribble of blood on the side of his chin.
You just okay. All right. Well, let's get out of here. I'm not gonna say anything.
None of my
Like
business.
these are special circumstances. It's fine.
He needed a snack.
Yeah, we're
it's
not
not
judging the guy.
All right. Let's get on the boat, get back to the car, and get out of here. We have to probably ditch the car somewhere and get another one at some point, but let's think about that later.
You left it at the beach.
Yeah.
You remember. He hops in and pulls the ripcord on the boat engine, and the two of you head east. And that's where we're going to leave it this evening. In total chaos. Bless all of your black hearts.
Iris saved a bunch of children.
I did.
Thank you for watching, everyone. I love and we love being able to tell you this story. Please come check us out next Saturday. I was thinking on making it to Elysium, but I don't know that we are. We're going to make some detours. Check some stuff out. We'll see. I think we're all in for another long night.
One more night.
We are the Dice Cult, and you can check this show out every Saturday. But we have other shows throughout the week, starting with Mondays with On the Backs of Gods, led by Chili.
Hi, guys. On Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a Norse mythology-inspired D&D 5e game. Currently, the party I use the word successfully loosely, but it was a success. Successfully stole a bunch of items at the behest of a crime boss who was going to trade information for said items. And the thing is, if you steal from a guy who's like willing to kill a dude who stole a dress from him one time, he's probably willing to kill you. So the party, as always, making friends. Currently stuck in town as it seems there's danger on all sides, including maybe some allies. But I believe in them. And they're so good at talking and pissing on people's carpets and making people very angry at them. So hopefully they can talk themselves out of this one. So you guys are welcome to join us to see how that goes.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
sound's gone again.
Oh,
Silence.
no. And on Tuesdays, we have Legends of Theia, run by Frank. Dungeons and Dragons 5e. Bring a snack, bring a drink, as some people just beat the shit out of monsters and gods, the good old-fashioned shit that we love. And on Wednesdays, we have Cordially Invited on youtube.com/The Dice Cult. Nathan, are you able to tell us about Cordially Invited?
It's on this week, and
Hey!
OBS is going to allow me to speak, and that's great. I only need to do it for a little while longer, please.
2 seconds.
Overlord OBS. Uh, Cordially Invited is bi-weekly, and over on our YouTube channel, as Julia was no doubt saying, it is a fairy tale inspired D&D game where a D&D party prepares a wedding, and that's hilarious and bloody. So you should check it out. And you can also check out all of our VODs uploaded to that YouTube channel, the Dice Cult YouTube channel, for your binge watching pleasure if you need to catch up. I hope to see you next Saturday evening. We're going north. We're going maybe to Capitol Hill. Maybe we'll check in on Bianca. And Iris is putting on a dress and getting ready for Elysium. Have a great evening. See you next Saturday night.